Welcome back to K-Drama Weekly. I'm your host, Sandra, and I'm here with my co-host, Benner and Valerie.
Today, we're back with another film review.
Yeah!
Today, we'll be discussing the 2019 disaster.
Disgusting. Whatever that means.
Wow, we'll be discussing the 2019 disaster action comedy film, Exit.
Yeah!
Disaster.
Yes.
Awaits.
Yes.
So we'll get into some info.
Yeah, tell us about the infos.
So Exit was written and directed by Lee Sung-gun, produced by Ryu Seung-wan and Kang Hye-jung, and it stars Jo Jong-seok and Yoonah
Yeah!
from Senoshi Day.
Yeah!
Yes, so it earned over $69.5 million worldwide and became the third highest grossing film in 2019 in South Korea.
Hey.
Yes, and it was also the third most watched film in Korea
Woo.
for 2019.
Fabulous.
This was also Yoonah's first leading role in a film and second film in her acting career.
Hey.
Yes, it was also the first feature film directed by Lee Sung-gun. Yes.
What was the first ranking movie?
Of what?
2019.
Yeah, 2019.
I don't know. Probably Parasite.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it was also the second film to maintain the #1 spot for 2 consecutive days in 2019. Yes.
Fabulous.
The first movie was Parasite.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Parasite! Yeah! Yeah!
Yes, it won lots of awards, but it's too many to list. And it also achieved many other things, but it's, again, too much. You can go look it up yourselves.
Well, we'll provide a link to the Wikipedia page so you can read all about it.
Yes.
Wink,
Yeah!
wink.
I guess.
Wow, what do you mean, you guys?
Yeah.
Anyways,
I can't believe you, Valerie.
I'm gonna do a quick summary of what happens in the film, and then we're gonna get into it.
It better be nice and quick, Sandra.
It will be.
Is there
So,
space wings?
Jo Jong-seok, he plays Young Nam. He's an employment preparer, aka unemployed. But he's really good at climbing and stuff because he rock climbs as a hobby.
The rock climbing.
Yeah. So his family all kind of thinks he's a loser, but they're all like, "Oh, it's okay. You'll get a job soon, ish, probably."
Eventually.
It's all false words of encouragement.
Indeed. It's one of his parents' 70th birthday. We don't know which one because we thought it was the mom, but then it seems like it's the dad later on. So maybe the subtitles were off. But so they're doing this big party at a hall. But he specifically rented a hall that was 2 hours away, and everyone's like, why is it so far away? We later find out that it's because this girl from rock climbing that he had a crush on and got rejected by, played by Yoonah. What was her name? Weiju. She's the assistant manager at this hall, and so he did it so that he could get in touch with her again, I guess. While they're in the midst of partying, or no, they party it up, but then they're about to leave, and as they're leaving, this tank comes crashing through the wall because while they were partying it up, this dude released some toxic gas some neighborhoods away, and so it's slowly been making its way through, and it's causing chaos outside. People be crashing into each other with cars. People be running into each other. The gas is deadly. If you inhale it, you die, basically.
It's silent but deadly put.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like kimchi from Chowder.
Except kimchi was not silent.
Oh man,
No.
I feel like this is a very good spot to include the ladies, Valerie.
No,
There was no ladies here.
There were no ladies.
There was chowder though.
Anyways,
Wow.
yeah, so they all try to evacuate the building, but then once they get outside, they see that there is chaos. So they're like, let's go back in the building. But while they're like kind of like scrambling to get back in, Yoongnam's sister was bringing the car over, and as she's trying to like get back in the building, she trips and she inhales some of the gas. But luckily, he's able to save her, and so she's not in like too much danger. She's just struggling to breathe a little bit and has some like burns on her skin from the gas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Oh, it's a fiery put too.
Indeed. So they realize, I think Yoonah's the one that realizes that the gas is slowly rising, so she tells everybody to get up to the higher
Wow, Sandra, it was Yoongnam.
Wow, last time I said it was Yoongnam and you said it was Yoonah.
No. Last time you said it was Yoonah and I said it was Yoongnam.
Oh, you're right. Wow. So it was Yoongnam. Ah, yes, I remember. It was Yoongnam. He says everybody needs to get up to the roof, but nobody believes him until they get an alert from the government saying they need to get to the roof.
Yeah, because they don't believe no employment preparer.
Nope.
There you go.
So they get to the roof, or they try to get to the roof, but it turns out that the door to the roof access is locked, and the manager does not have the key, and well, he doesn't have it on him. It's back in the office, which is on the first floor, and at this point, the first floor is filled with gas, so they can't go get it. So everybody is trying to find weapons or things to use to try and either break the door open or pick the lock. And while doing so, Yoongnam realizes that he might be able to jump across to a nearby building and then from that building get onto the building that they're in and scale up to the roof to be able to open the door. And everybody thinks he's crazy, but he does it anyways. And he nearly dies, but he doesn't.
He gets up there and he opens the door, and they all go out to the roof.
Yeah, but now they just have to get rescued by a helicopter, and like 2 of them passed by without picking them up, but they finally picked them up. But then there is a problem because the little carrier that the helicopter is holding is at its capacity, and so 2 of them need to be left behind, and that is Yoongnam and Yoonah.
Yep.
And so now they're left there trying to wait for the next helicopter, but the helicopters are prioritizing large groups of people, so even more helicopters like pass them by.
Yeah.
So now they have to try and get to a different place because like higher ground basically, because the gas is rising. I blanked on the word for a second. So then they like scurry through the city in many much actiony ways. And they get to a crane after swinging like Tarzan and everybody thinking that they've died, and they get rescued, and then they decide Yoonah decides to date Yoongnam, and then they live happily ever after.
Wow, Sandra, you just skipped like most of the movie.
Well, because we can get into that now.
I can't believe you, but you got most of it.
Yeah, what's the point, Sandra?
Well, I didn't want to go slowly through it. I wanted to move on, and then now we can go back and talk about stuff more in depth.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Well, it's happened, so.
This is why you don't do summaries.
Why I don't do them?
Yes.
Well, you don't do summaries very well either.
I can't
Better than
believe
yours. You basically did a recap.
Wow, that's why I hurried it up.
This is the most stressful movie I've watched in a very long time.
It was great.
Same. Very
I was sitting
stressful.
there and I was like, no. And I was watching it in the middle of the night too. And so I was like, no. And I was like, Valerie was sleeping, so I couldn't like talk to her about it and be like, no.
I mean, you could have.
I had been watching it earlier and I was sitting there watching it and Benner was sitting over here and she was judging me because I was exclaiming to myself.
Yeah, I couldn't even exclaim because I would make a noise and people would yell.
Same.
Wow, everyone was sleeping. What are you talking about?
I know, but if I was too loud, then people would get angry.
I don't know what you're
They'd get
talking about.
angry. But yeah, I was like, oh my Jesus. At first I thought it was gonna be like a zombie movie. That the gas was like gonna turn them into zombies and stuff because they were doing like zombie type actions, and I was like, oh my Jesus, it's a zombie movie again.
I thought that for like a second, but then it didn't happen.
Yeah, but then they just died.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
I actually did not think it was gonna be a zombie movie.
But before that, because it starts off with what's his face on the uneven bars in the playground. I thought it was gonna be like some gymnastic movie, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
this is weird. But I was like,
Wow.
all right then. But then I moved on to zombies, and
Wow.
that wasn't right either.
Getting things wrong left and right.
Yup.
Right?
Yup.
Yup.
But yeah, it was good to see Yoonah in something. I hadn't seen her do anything in a while.
I don't think I've ever seen her in anything.
This
was
is the first
time I
thing I've
watched
seen her in
something.
something too. But
What?
I know
What
she had
about
been in
Love
like.
Rain?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh my
I totally forgot about
Jesus.
that. Just kidding. This is the second thing I've seen her in. Her first movie I've
This
seen
is the
her
third
in.
thing I've seen her in. Wow, Benner. I'm more
What have you
advanced
seen
than
her
you.
in?
Love Rain, this, and the K2.
Oh, see, I
yes,
didn't watch the
yes.
K2, but I knew she was in the K2. Yeah.
Interesting.
She's been in many things.
First thing I watched her in, this was the first thing I've seen Jo Jong-suk in a long time.
I think this is the first thing I've seen him in.
I've watched My Annoying Brother that he was in
It's Hyung's Tiandro.
with Dio,
Yeah.
whatever. And I've seen
Oh,
a
wait, I
couple
watched that
dramas
too.
with him in.
I forgot about that.
He's great.
I think I've only seen him in the Hyung movie and this.
Really?
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
You didn't watch All My Ghost Days?
No.
Oh. Was that you?
Mm-mm. I didn't watch that either.
Wow. Anyways.
I've seen him on Running Man.
Mm-hmm.
They went on Running Man to promote this movie.
We'll have a link to that in the video as well.
Running
Man.
Or the description.
We'll definitely have a link as Running Man.
Big
Wow.
respect. Big respect.
Big respect, big
I
respect.
can't. Yeah. So, during their running, we can discuss some notable scenes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to mention the manager. He's an asshole. Instead of like taking his giving his spot to Yoonah, he got on the little carrier because he didn't want to die. But to be fair, I feel like if I was in that situation, I'd do the same thing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Yeah.
he gets punched in the end, which was well deserved.
Yeah, she punches him really hard.
Yup. He is so shooketh.
He is. He has to get like medical attention because of how hard he got punched.
And she quits on the spot.
Yeah.
She throws her name tag
tag.
at him.
Yep.
I've seen that actor like in a few dramas before, and
Yeah.
he's usually a silly
Yeah,
silly dude.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
true.
This was a weird role to see him in. What
Yeah.
else?
Well, there was some drone action.
Yes,
The
that
drone action was
scene
pretty good.
great.
Yeah, there
That
was a
whole
drone
montage.
following them as they ran across. There was so much running. They were
I would have died.
parkouring from one building to the next.
Parkour.
Mm-hmm.
Parkour. Yeah, no, they ran so much.
They ran a lot.
Their
they climbed
hands
a
were
lot.
all bloody.
Yep, from the ropes and
they
stuff.
were literally like not fastened to anything. Sometimes they were just fastened to
each other.
themselves, and it's like they're scaling like skyscrapers.
Oh,
like if you fall up,
with the
you
deadly
fall,
gas,
yeah,
like below you.
You fall, you get gassed, and then you're gonna die because you're gonna splat. But you're also pulling the other person down with you too.
Yep. Not good
Yep.
times.
Then the person that is being pulled along,
It's
they
like,
would be upset.
yeah,
They'd be like, "Curse you, Tinkerbird!"
yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was intense, man. They saved some little children stuck in a building along the way.
They did.
Because they finally reached like a building, and they were using some cardboard cutouts to make it look like there was more of them.
They were milking the system.
Yeah, so they got a helicopter to come over, but they saw there were some children stuck in a building like,
across the
the
street.
way.
And those children were useless.
Yeah,
at
they
scaling.
couldn't get up to the roof, so then they made the helicopter go get the children instead.
As what's his face said, like, why were all the doors closed?
Yeah,
like,
what
are
he
you
complained about it.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
they
that's
kept
so
running
true.
into
I mean,
locked doors.
I guess it's to stop people from jumping off the roofs, but
in the case of an emergency, it's not good.
Yeah. What the heck?
Wow.
But yes.
My
so
biggest
then,
question was, when did they eat?
I can't believe you
They
seen it
didn't
was
eat,
nighttime.
I
You
would,
don't eat
with
in
all
the
that
night.
running, you would have gotten hungry though.
well,
No,
Yoonah
you
had been
wouldn't.
eating all like night.
But
with
Yoonah had it.
with the adrenaline, you wouldn't have been hungry.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lie. I probably would have
Wow.
been hungry.
Honestly,
anyway.
what you want to lock you on a roof and make you scale buildings to see what happens, Sandra?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Watch yourself.
Wow, that was a threat. You guys heard it. That was an official
I don't
threat
even-
against my
I
life.
don't even have access to a roof.
Barely, do you see what I have to live with, Sandra?
Wow.
Wow. Framing me.
I cannot. Yes, anyways. Oh, there was also the KBBQ place at one point
That was terrible.
sucked up with the exhaust fans. It sucked up some of that gas and pooped it out onto the roof that they were trying to get to, and almost killed them as well.
Yep.
But
Freaking
they
gas,
lived.
man.
Didn't it cause an explosion?
No.
No, there was an explosion like at the beginning, but that was because one of the drivers of this gas car, this truck that had a bunch of gas tanks, like ran into like a gas station and it just exploded.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there were some gas stations exploding. They said on the news.
Yeah, the explosions were then like sent a little tidal wave, and then all the gas like got shot out.
Like it was a fresh poot.
Wow.
It was like one of those deep poots that gets stuck and you try really hard.
Wow.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God,
god. I can't believe you. Oh no.
But on the news, they also were saying they saw like on the cameras, they were able to figure out who it was that released the gas. And it was some scientist dude, I guess, that
Who
had
got
been
huffy.
working on the gas, but he got
Fired.
fired. So then he was huffy.
Fired.
He wanted revenge.
Fired.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a point where so all the people that are getting rescued are being taken to the spot where the gas is not at, which is far away, I guess. And so Yoongnam's sister is okay. She makes it. She gets the attention she needs. But the whole family's like, "Where's Yoongnam?" Yongnam! And so they're harassing all the like helicopters that are coming in, asking where Yoongnam is. And the poor helicopter dudes are like, don't know. So Yoongnam's papa decides that he's gonna do something about it.
He kidnaps a taxi.
He does not kidnap a taxi. He threatens a taxi driver, but the taxi driver's like, no, thank you. I will not do that.
He doesn't threaten a taxi driver. Why are you spreading lies?
He does.
Bribes the taxi
He tries
driver.
to bribe him, but the guy doesn't want to do it until some Marine bros come out and are like, yeah, we're gonna do stuff because we're Marines and that's what we do. And he's like, oh, I'm a Marine too. Let's go.
Yeah, there was no threats there, Sandra.
Wow, that's what Benner said. I was just going with what she said. Why are you blaming me?
Hey, I'm just describing it how I saw.
There literally was some threatening.
There was some threats with the ohos.
Wow.
Threats.
There were very strongly worded words thrown out. AKA threats.
There was some very aggressive hand emotions.
There was. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
So
there's some saluting.
Yeah, they got to like a river and that's where they discovered the guys that were flying the drone that followed through the running.
Yeah. Those drone guys were trying to get footage for some news people.
And so then it was the parkouring was broadcasted all through the city.
Yeah, so like the family then knew that Yoongnam was all right.
Even as all right as you can be, running away from some gas.
Yeah. But then the drone dies.
It did.
But it's okay because an army of drones rises to the occasion.
Because apparently there's like a ton of people that can afford drones over there in Korea.
I have one in my closet. Don't you?
No.
It's not
like these are like real drones. They're not toy drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they get one of the drones to take a rope across to the building they're trying to get to and tie it to a pipe. So the drone does that, and then they try to zip line across, but they're too heavy, so they get stuck in the middle.
Yep.
And then Yoonah cuts the rope from the side they were coming from, and they swing over, and they like break Mario. The drone in the process.
What did the drone ever do to them?
Yeah, that person's gonna have to pay for a new drone.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they top one. We don't see what happens, but they survive and they go on a crane.
Miraculously.
And they climb up. They get got.
How even did that happen? There's literally I think gas below them.
They fell onto the crane and then quickly got up and somehow avoided the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag shopping kingdom.
Yeah.
Then they try to set the crane on fire, and the helicopter sees that, so they get saved.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yup. And then Yoonah's like, cause she had let Yoongnam use her carabiner to, latch onto the ropes and stuff. And he's trying to return it, and she's like, oh, hold on to it, it's really heavy for me, I'll get it from you next time. And he doesn't get what she's trying to say, because she's like, let's meet again, like, let's go on a date. Wink wink. And he's like, but it's really not that heavy though. And then she's like, no, it's really heavy. And then he finally gets in, he's like, oh, you're right, it really is heavy. I hadn't noticed before, but man, is it so heavy.
I can't. Yeah. And then it rains.
And so,
oh yes, because before they had sometime during the parkouring, they had realized, like the news people or whoever had realized they can neutralize the gas with water. Water.
Whoa.
Water. And so the rain saves them. Yeah, it washes away the gas.
It washes away their sins.
Yup.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
That don't happen.
Yeah, this
It
was a
good
great movie.
though.
Yep, watch out for that.
I was
gas.
not expecting it, but it was good.
I wasn't expecting it either.
Mm-hmm.
It was great though.
It was very great.
Mhm.
You should go watch it. I mean, you shouldn't have been watching this.
If you
We
hadn't watched it,
We forgot to give you a spoiler alert.
yeah, spoiler alert.
You should know
Close
by
your
now.
ears.
Yeah. Wow. Avert your ears. Yes. Definitely recommend.
For sure. Moral of the story: learn to rock climb.
Rock
Yeah.
climb. Yeah.
All the rock
Rock
climbing.
climb.
It could save your life.
From the gas.
Yeah.
Maybe even from zombies.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, zombie
Depends
can't
on the
climb.
zombie.
They like to
Type.
use each other to climb.
You're right, they just throw each other.
Yeah, the zombies
On
in
top of
Korea
each
be
other.
crazy.
To make the mountains, the mounds.
Tisk tisk.
Mhm.
Well, go listen to our Train to
Train to
Busan
Busan.
Extended Universe podcast episode
We
where
don't
we
have that on-
discussed the zombies.
Yeah, we don't have that on YouTube. So
No. So listen wherever you get your podcast.
Listen, Linda, listen.
And non-Lindas.
Yeah.
Non-Lindas can listen too.
We don't discriminate against non-Lindas.
Nope.
We love all Lindas
Mm-hmm.
and non-Lindas.
Whoa, you're taking it too far, Sandra.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm
Sandra?
taking it just far enough.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh, my Jesus.
Anyways, like and subscribe. Yeah. And also, click that bell so you will be notified whenever we put out a new video, which we do every Wednesday for our exclusive YouTube reviews, and every Friday we release our newer podcast episodes in video form as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to listen to any of our older podcast episodes, you can do so on our website, kdramaweeklypodcast.com, or you can listen on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, like I mentioned.
Yeah, there's some great stuff there. Great stuff.
Yeah! Great
Yeah.
quality content!
Yeah, like that Tazza episode.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best ones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Freaking
really
awesome
highly
episode.
recommend that episode. Mhm.
Yeah, that's also an
Um,
extended universe episode.
It is
Yes,
kind
it
of.
is.
Kind of. What else?
Desi.
Desi?
Desi.
Desi.
Desi!
Go rewatch Exit.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Desi.